Hi, I'm Jeff Richards and welcome to Japan Today Spotlight, where we take you deeper into the headlines you know and some you might have missed. Well, the past 5 months have been a hard road for the Nissan Motor Company. First, it saw a proposed merger with another automaker, Honda, unravel. Then, it posted a net loss of 670.9 billion yen, about $4.3 billion for fiscal 2024, followed by announcements that it will cut 20,000 jobs worldwide, which may include closing 2 plants here in Japan. Nissan, which is Japan's number 3 automaker after Toyota and Honda, says it's also considering selling its Yokohama headquarters. On top of that, like other Japanese automakers, Nissan is facing more pain from US President Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on cars and auto parts. In this week's Japan Today Spotlight, we look at why the once great Japanese automaker ended up in crisis again. This isn't the first time Nissan has driven into trouble. In the year 2000, it was nearly 2 trillion yen, about $12.8 billion in debt when it decided to bring Carlos Ghosn in from French alliance partner Renault to save it from the brink of bankruptcy. Ghosn turned things around, but with drastic cost-cutting measures. He maintained firm control of Nissan with an iron hand until his 2018 arrest for allegedly underreporting his compensation and misusing company funds. Ghosn called it a corporate coup and famously escaped Japan in rather dramatic fashion a year later. Since then, Nissan has struggled. A series of Japanese executives failed to return the company to profitability. In February this year, a possible merger with Honda fell apart. Nissan wanted to maintain managerial independence and disagreed with Honda on streamlining measures. The company feared it would just be swallowed up by Honda. So, on April 1st, Nissan brought in Ivan Espinosa, a 46-year-old executive from Mexico, to be its new CEO. Espinosa put his foot on the accelerator and fast. Nissan says it will shut 7 of its 17 global plants and cut 20,000 jobs. It's also considering selling its Yokohama headquarters to raise cash. Here in Japan, Nissan has 5 plants. The Yokohama plant in Kanagawa Prefecture may close, and it has 3,900 workers and builds up to 240,000 cars a year. Another plant at Hiratsuka, the Shonan plant run by Nissan Shatai, is also on the chopping block. According to Tokyo Shoko Research, Kanagawa Prefecture is home to over 1,700 of Nissan's 13,000 business partners. The Yokohama plant closure could have a devastating effect on the local community and hundreds of shops, restaurants, and local suppliers that depend on it. Kanagawa Governor Yuji Kuroiwa has met with Nissan executives, although Nissan says that the planned closure is not definite. Rumors, though, have left workers and the community in limbo. Nissan plans to cut 20,000 jobs worldwide. That's about 15% of its workforce. Almost half of those cuts, about 9,000, are expected to be right here in Japan. This summer, Nissan plans to offer early retirement to administration staff aged 45 to 64 in roles like sales and accounting. Those who work in development and production won't be affected. New CEO Espinosa says faster decisions are key, especially on car designs people actually want to buy. He told a news conference that new cars will be developed in 37 months. That's quick for an industry where design, testing, and production usually takes years. In the past month, Nissan previewed upcoming models that will roll out in the next 2 years for the US, Europe, Japan, and China. Espinosa has promised a lineup that highlights Nissan's legacy, like the Leaf electric car and models that sell in greater volumes. It's also bringing out various ecological models, like hybrids and electric vehicles with regular plug-ins, as well as new tech for self-driving vehicles. Can Nissan survive? Last week, we ran a poll on Japan Today asking that very question. Surprisingly, 53% of readers said yes. One big threat: the uncertain nature of proposed US tariffs. The US still has a 25% tariff on cars, which is hurting Japanese automakers. Many are trying to boost US production to avoid the impact, but it's very difficult for them to plan too far ahead in the current volatile situation. The fourth round of tariff talks between Japan and the US takes place in Washington this week. Japan wants those auto tariffs dropped. The auto industry supports 8.3% of Japan's total workforce, so the outcome matters. Whatever happens, there are still plenty of speed bumps on the road ahead for Nissan. Thanks for watching Japan Today Spotlight. If you found this look at Nissan and Japan's auto industry useful or thought-provoking, consider giving it a like. From the Japan Today newsroom here in Tokyo, I'm Jeff Richards. See you next time.